Welcome to the HohO Show, rated the #1 most listened to podcast on Pluto. So join us now as we discuss news, politics, current events, and so much more. So clear the airways and strap in as we defend the Constitution. Because freedom matters.
We are broadcasting live from the Kaida studio, so welcome to the HohO Show, and as always, I am your host, HohO. All right, guys, so welcome everybody. Welcome Spreaker, welcome Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, and Facebook. How y'all's doing? Hope you guys are doing good, and I'm an idiot. I forgot something already. Restream chat. It's coming. It's coming. And I am joined in studio today by none other than Brandon. How are you doing today, sir? Oh, yeah, I got to do a better intro on him. Co-owner of Weaponized Sloth Productions, host of the Machine Radio Show, is in studio with me today, and I don't know why that's doing that. What is that?
That's what we call about a 12-second delay.
No, I mean the freezing, not the 12-second delay. I'm talking about the That's what okay, anyway.
Wait a minute. Let it go. Wait, watch for it.
Oh, you're a dick.
Now watch. It'll do it. It's got to do it. Come on. Do it.
All right, so I'm kind of curious.
Crap.
Is this thing like doing that like actually
look.
Yes. Oh, we have a chatter. Mr. Canyon, how you doing today, sir? He says Friday night special, huh? Yes, it is. So, the title. Okay, hold on. Before I get into that,
Would you mind introducing us because I have no idea who that is.
That is Dave Canyon. He is host of Dumbing It Down with Dave. Dave's Fit Life on YouTube.
I was giving him crap. I know who he is because I listen to him.
Man, you just see how he is, Dave. He's always
Hi, Dave.
He's always messing with me. All right, I gotta check the YouTube thing to see if it's actually doing that on the stream or if it's just the thing. Are you on YouTube or where are you at?
Yeah, let me check real quick. I think we're doing good. Give me a moment.
Because if it's actually doing that, it's like, holy crap, I might have to shut it down and re-go again.
Give me 2 seconds here.
All right, well, I'm bringing it up too.
No, it's not. No, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay, so, all right, so we're good. I'm just going to keep that up there so that this way I can actually see what it's doing. All right, guys, so, welcome. Tonight is, well, today, actually, not just tonight, today is, 19-year anniversary of the World Trade Centers coming down. And from 2012, so I guess that would be 8-year anniversary from Benghazi.
Yes, sir.
So the title of the show today is 9/11, We Forgot. And there's a reason that I'm doing this, just getting it together. Hi, Ray. Oh, Ray's not in today.
No, meet his replacement, the far better looking one.
Yeah, whatever. I'll let you have that. I was going to be like, that's debatable, but
No, it's true. I mean, this is money, baby. All right, go. But how'd you work? Carry on.
I got to read Dave's comment. He says, just getting it together. Hello, all. It's my Friday night special, too. Sweet. Last night of the week. It's going to be a long night. Already a few things going on to delay me as usual. I can't wait to retire. Dude, I don't blame you, man. I can't wait either. It's been kind of a crap 2 days at work, too. So, I mean, just all kinds of stuff. And yeah. So, anyway, guys, we're going to get this show on the road. We forgot. And we have. Okay? What happened during 9/11? I'm not going to be talking about, the times and all this other kind of stuff. And I'm not talking conspiracy theory stuff.
I was getting ready to say that. If I hear one conspiracy theorist.
We're not. We are not going that far. Now, call-ins are welcome as long as you keep within those restraints. That number is 217-965-6133. Extension 201 if it doesn't do that, because I don't even think I've got this thing set up for that today. But at any rate, it's extension 201 if it asks you if you do call in. So we're not going anywhere of that nature. Okay, what I'm wanting to focus on today's show is what happened as a nation. You know, not just the people that were affected directly from the tragedy that happened, but as a nation, what happened? It was, we came together. It wasn't about race. It wasn't about sexuality. It wasn't about gender. It wasn't about anything. We came together as a nation, as one. We came together. We helped each other out. We acknowledged an enemy, radical Islam.
This is about that time we need that cut off of my page.
Which one?
But you probably wouldn't play it.
Yeah, no,
Get
not on
off,
this show.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
But that's what we did. We came together as a country. You know, do you got anything on that to add?
No, absolutely not. I mean, to put it, just in a slight way, like he said, though, we came together. I mean, it didn't matter political affiliation. It didn't matter nothing. We were side by side going, we are going to kick some ass. And that's what it came down to. This is it. You screw with us, you screw with the whole trailer park.
Right, yeah.
and you got the whole trailer park. I mean, everybody I knew. There was guys that I honestly, I was like, they can't get out of their own way. They weigh about 90 pounds. They're never going to be able to do physical things. And here they are, they're Marines, they're Army, they're Air Force. Mm-hmm. They all joined up. We all did.
Not only that, it was a patriotic time, the most patriotic time in America that I have ever seen in my lifetime. You couldn't go to the store, any store, and buy a flag. I mean, they were sold out.
Yeah, good luck.
And they were everywhere. And nobody got offended. Hallelujah. Nobody got offended. American flags flying everywhere. And we didn't care. If you don't like the American flag, it was an FU, and that was all there was to it. We don't care. If you don't like the flag, we don't care.
Some of us are still that way.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. That was everybody's standpoint. That was everybody's feeling, and nobody cared, and basically nobody got offended, or at least nobody was talking about it.
No, and former foes and everything else like that, like we keep saying, they were basically holding hand in hand saying, we ain't taking this.
Yeah.
I can't say that's not my show. Because, by the way, on a slight tangent, if you see me start pouring sweat, it's not because it's hot in here. It's because I'm trying to, keep my language clean.
Yeah, because I try to keep it clean on this
it's like
on
having
the show.
Tourette's and I'm fighting it.
Oh, I get body Tourette's all the time. Those of you that have watched the show, you see me just, do, yeah. When the mouth can't do it, the body's got to express. That's just all there is to it.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I have that problem sometimes too, But that's what it amounts to, guys. We came together. We united as a country. We stood strong, U.S. of freaking A. And we acknowledged, will you stop? Okay, never mind. I'm seeing you on here and you're like, never mind. I'm shutting that off.
You forgot the delay.
I did too. Shush, leave me alone. All right, close all that crap.
Hey, Jared.
Yes.
There's a delay.
I know.
Anyway. I was watching you freak out too, by the way.
I was too. I was like,
it's kind of glorious being from the side here.
Dave, he's picking on me. Get him. Anyway. But we came together as a country. We came together as a people. Nobody got offended about the flag. It wasn't about right. It wasn't about left. It wasn't about, it wasn't about black, white, Mexican, nothing. It wasn't about, I'm gay, I'm straight, I'm whatever. It wasn't about any of that. And hello, Ray, over there in Facebook land. Good to see you, sir. He says, last Saturday you were having a seizure. I think I was. It was like I had body Tourette's going on, something fierce. But that's my point. We were coming together, not body Tourette's, but we were coming together as a country, and nobody cared.
Yeah, I didn't want to know if you and Ray were coming together during body Tourette's. That's just disturbing. All right, go ahead. As you were, carry on.
What? Nobody got offended, and nobody cared if anybody was going to get offended. You know, simply put. Not only that, we recognized an enemy, radical Islam. And nobody was afraid to call them out on that. Did you hear
Absolutely
people
not.
really get afraid to call out radical Islam?
Nope.
Exactly.
But you know, with everything, which, you know, being able to call that out is absolutely fantastic. But there's only one problem, is and this is from a personal experience with a gentleman I worked with that day and the days after.
Mm-hmm.
His, you know, I didn't even know how to say the man's name for a long time. I had to actually ask him one day. I was like, "How exactly do you say your name?" Because I just kept calling him Said. Well, his
Right.
name is Saeed.
Oh, okay. I get you.
And he was not Muslim, but he was Middle Eastern.
Right, right.
I had to escort the man out of the building that we worked in because people wouldn't leave him alone. So there was some
See,
drawback to
and
that.
that's a shame. You know, and that did happen. You know, there was a lot of that. But I got to read what Kane put in here. He goes, Brandon, you know what you really want to do with your hands. Ray goes, oh, wow.
Yes, but this is a family-friendly show.
Right. And Josh did put in here. Welcome, by the way, Josh, over there in Facebook land. And welcome you too, Kane. How you doing? Josh puts in here, he goes, we came together as a nation, as a people, and very patriotic people. And exactly, you know, because we are a patriotic nation. But we acknowledged who the enemy was. We acknowledged it was radical Islam, and nobody had any qualms about it. Nobody had any shame about it. And granted, there was a drawback to that, you know, because, you know, just because you're Middle Eastern doesn't mean you're Muslim. And even if you are Muslim, that doesn't mean you're a radical Muslim. I know people that are Muslim. I got no problems with them. They're good people. We get along. You know,
Yep.
It's a good time.
I actually startled a pair of them on the highway once. Mm-hmm. They were broke down. And I'm in traditional garb. Dude was wearing the robe, you know, and I pulled up and he saw this 5'6" tall redneck covered in tattoos come walking towards him. He's like, oh boy. And he said it too. He actually said after I helped him because they had busted a tire. I was like, I'll help you change your tire. So let's move it over this way a little bit and everything else like that. And I got my big, he's like, well, here's a scissor jack. I'm like, no, we don't use those. I got in the back of my truck, got the big bottle jack out, you know, and I mean, changed the man's tire. And him and his family was in the car, and he actually come up. He actually said that. He goes, I was actually kind of terrified when you walked up.
Right.
I'm like, what for? He's like, really? Think about it. You know, in broken English, because he wasn't really super in tune with English yet. His wife was.
I still screw up English all the time, and I've been speaking it.
Well,
most
I
of my
only
life.
know two versions of English and bad English.
Right.
But
right.
you know, he actually said he goes I was actually kind of worried because, you know, I saw the tattoos on your arm and I knew what that one symbol was, and he's like, I didn't know if this was going to be a problem, you know, or if you were just getting a chance to approach somebody, you know what I mean? And I'm like, no, sir. I was like, I really don't do that, and shook his hand and you know, went on about my way. But that was the difference. I didn't see him as as an issue or as a threat or anything else like that.
Right. Dave put in here, he says it should always be like that. If it's not radical Islam, be sure that there's another enemy somewhere. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Just going off of that on a slight tangent. That's exactly the kind of person that I am now. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. You know, I'm going to stop and I'm going to give you a hand. I don't worry about things like that. I mean, how to put it? I mean, it doesn't. You know, again, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're good to me, I'm good to you. I'm going to help you out.
Right. And that's how, you know, and truth be told, I think that's how most people are. You know, it's not about,
well,
whatever.
Yes,
you know,
and no.
Insert your.
The farther north you get, the less people are likely to help you. The farther south you get, the more people are likely to help you. You and I were in part of that.
Well, I'm going off the standpoint of, I mean, just how we treat people in general.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
The farther north you get, the more dickish people get. I'm just saying.
But it ain't about, you know, race, any of that.
No,
I mean,
they're
it's
just-
just
they're
people
just-
are more apt to help versus not apt to help. But anyway,
Yep. Yeah, I remember the tire incident though down south. I mean,
Yeah.
we blew a tire, and I swear within 5 seconds there was 4 cars piled up behind us, and they were all trying to buy us a tire.
yeah, true story. Yeah, that
And then one guy did buy us a tire. He's like,
yeah, it was. I mean, he's like, oh, I'll go. Well, what size tire is it? And did he have a tire and he went home and grabbed it? I thought that's what it was.
Yeah,
He had a
but,
spare tire.
He paid to put it on and everything.
Yeah,
though.
it was like, wow, this guy's like really nice. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, up north they
Wasn't
would
expecting
be
that.
wanting to steal the other 3.
One person would have to be left behind.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because that actually did happen. A friend of mine's truck broke down on the side of the road. He lost his alternator and his battery. Alternator, and therefore battery died. So he went and got a new battery and a new alternator and went back to put his truck back together. Mm-hmm. His hood was up. There was a guy in there stealing parts off his truck.
Oh. Josh puts in here, he goes, just because they're Muslim doesn't automatically mean that they're terrorists. And that's exactly the point, because, like I said earlier, I know some Muslims, no issue with them. We get along just fine,
Well, there's
If you have the attitude that you want to kill me, well, now we got a problem.
how about this? There's there's Muslim, there's moderate Muslim, and then there's radical Muslim. How's that sound?
Yeah, very true. Very true. Dave put in here, he goes, most people are nice and helpful. I'm a northerner. I help as often as possible. The media likes to portray us as hateful and intolerant. Very true. But you Dave,
You're a breed all of your own.
Oh yeah, he absolutely is.
Like me.
But he he's kind of out there as the he's not like a New York City New Yorker. He's the rest of it, the awesome part of the state. Frey put in here, that's how the movie Deliverance started, didn't it? And broke down on the side of the road. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was funny, dude. That was yeah. Never mind. Anyway, moving on.
Wasn't Ray the banjo boy though? Yeah, wasn't he one doing dueling banjos?
I thought so.
I thought Ray cameoed in that movie.
Right?
Hi, Ray.
Anyway. But another aspect of the whole we forgot was, who do we have in... Okay, we acknowledge the enemy, radical Islam. And a lot in the same way with the Jews with the Holocaust, it was never again, never forget. Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And every year they sound every siren and traffic stops, the world stops. And they're,
And who do we have as a congresswoman? What was one of the, rewind that a little bit. And of course, now y'all know where I'm going with this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But one of the things that they threatened us with, the radical Islamic nation, was, we're going to destroy you from the inside. And then at the time we were like, ha ha ha, never. And what do we have as a congresswoman?
Yes.
An anti-Semitic, United States hating congresswoman, Ilhan Omar.
Yeah, some people did something.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, honey, it was radical Islam that flew planes into the World Trade Centers and the Pentagon, and there you go. It wasn't some people did something sometime, and it may have been considered bad at the time. No, it was bad at the time. Never forget, never again. What's so hard about that? We have forgotten. You look at the world today, what do we have? Strife everywhere.
Just strife. I see much more.
There's more than that. I'm just saying there's strife everywhere.
Yeah, it would be nice.
There's a lot of hate. There's, ooh, gee golly, I can't offend anybody. I have to watch my P's and my Q's because of cancel culture. There's no more freedom going on in the world anymore. And we're afraid to call out BS for what it is.
Well,
isn't that what we have?
Not all of us.
I'm saying as a country as a whole. I'm not talking about us. I'm not talking about weaponized sloth productions. You know where I'm going with this. Shut the hell up.
Don't you get lippy with me, I'm throwing Trump at you.
I'm lippy with you. You be contrary with me. Oh, crap. He's actually going to throw Trump at me. Don't you do it. Ow.
Attack.
Or the killer Trump.
Don't do it. You don't even know what he's going to say.
I know. I have no idea what he's going to say.
I know more about ISIS than the generals do, believe me.
That actually kind of worked out.
That was funny. That was good.
Give me Mini Trump.
Yeah, you take Mini Trump. So we have issues, guys. We really do. We've got issues. And we got things that we need to fix with this country. Wouldn't you say?
Oh, not at all. I think it's absolutely perfect. Insert sarcasm here. Yeah, there's a lot of things that need to be addressed. And I mean, when did we get to this point to where having an opinion at all is considered a problem? When did we start pulling this kind of thing off? I just want to know.
Exactly. We can't have, if you don't have the collective speak, then it's like, it's immediately, you got to go bye-bye. And the bad aspect about this is, one, you're not actually getting rid of the problem. Okay. Who was that owner of a team that I think he even had like a black wife or a black girlfriend? I don't know, but he was very racist comments. And I guess he's been like that most of his adult life, as far as we know. He just got caught saying some stuff that he shouldn't have said. And it was like, oh, now he was forced to, sell his team, wasn't he? What team was that? Do you remember?
Nope.
Yeah, I have no idea either. And hello, Pup Shay or Poop Shay. We're good. How are you? Over there in YouTube land. Welcome, by the way. And Ray makes an excellent point in Facebook. He says, we as a nation have been frogs slowly being boiled. And he's absolutely right on that. The temperature has changed. What was that? Dante's Peak. It had Pierce Brosnan in it and other people. Volcano. If they would have arrived today, they would have seen for what it was, and they would have said, evacuate everybody. Instead, they had been there during the time, and it was like, everything seems normal. No, this isn't normal. The top is boiling. We have issues. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, lots of them.
Yeah, our issues have issues.
And I won't elaborate on what I think some of it is, though. It starts with a P.
Pelosi?
Close enough, but no, progressivism.
True.
The truth is, it's a true disease. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I'm refraining from my normal.
Normal rants and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really the extent of it, guys. Not really a whole heck of a lot. We have issues. We need to remember what this country is, what we were 20 years ago, 19 years ago, When we return, we're going to take a quick break.
We do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We'll do that.
And when we get back, we're going to talk a little bit about Benghazi and that aspect. Unless you got anything else you want to add on this.
Oh, no. Benghazi is what I've been waiting for.
Sweet. All right, guys. Just a couple minutes. And as soon as I bring up something I want to do, let's do this one. All right, a couple minutes, guys. Be right back. Have you ever been so full of it your eyes are brown? Have you ever sat on the toilet but nothing comes out? Is a box of frosted shredded wheat just not doing the trick? Well, have I got the ultimate solution for you. Tide Pod Brand Colon Cleanse. See, Tide Pod Brand Colon Cleanse is that particular product that will break through the sphincter like the Kool-Aid Man through a brick wall. Oh yeah! No more irregularity, no more cramping, just good old nice flow. That's right. Tide Pod Brand Colon Cleanse. Please use responsibly and use at home. This is a fast-acting product now available in Tropical Punch. And welcome back. And hello, Liz, over there in Facebook land. Good to see. She says, loving the dash cam footage. Heck yeah, or dash cam footage. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I love it too. I have to update that like so bad it's not even fun. I got all kinds of other footage to throw in there. I was really upset because I had where was I going? Charlotte, I think, West Virginia. Actually, I-64, actually, the whole thing with the bridge and then going into the tunnel under the thing, and it was amazing. Loved it. Yeah, it was a great time. But I lost it. The SD card went like crash on me. But anyway, welcome back,
That happens
guys.
from time to time.
It does. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, so Benghazi. That's what we're wanting to do on that one. And you were saying some stuff off air. What was that you were saying?
I was saying a lot of things off air.
With Benghazi.
Oh, you mean how? Well, remember in 2001, yes, 3,000 people were murdered. We were attacked. Our own guys in 2012 were left to die. And nobody had a problem with that. They blamed it on a video. They said this is not a big issue at all. And
yeah,
I don't understand how we went from let's get together, and the country be strong, to let's let Americans die for no reason, and blame it on a obscure YouTube video that nobody'd ever seen.
exactly.
They had to search the heck out of YouTube to find that.
But not only that, I mean, you had I mean, you had people that was just like false narratives. You had, the cover up of, like, where was President Trump at the time? You had all that stuff going on. You had, just so much crap that was going on. And then you have later on, you got, the lovely Hillary Clinton goes, at this point, what difference does it make? Exactly. And it's like, you left these people out to dry. You let them die. You orchestrated their death, whether it was her or whether it was Obama.
As
that's
Secretary
what happened.
of State, yeah.
Left those people out to dry, orchestrated the whole thing. I mean,
and remember the radical progressives at that time were like, no, it was the video. We did not abandon them. We did not abandon them. That's false. You guys are making this up. We didn't do that. And Chris Tano-Pirano comes out and is like, really?
Yeah. I mean, have you guys not watched the movie 13 Minutes? Is that what it was?
What?
13 Minutes?
13 minutes, 13 hours.
Yeah, that one. Same thing.
You're getting trumped again.
Why? But it's like, yeah. I mean, of course, yeah, we hung these people out to dry. That movie was made. I mean, that was absolutely, hilarious, because them guys were like part of the production. They were like, tell it wrong. I dare you. And that was more or less their attitude on the whole thing. It's like, you're telling our story. You're going to tell it. You're not leaving crap out. You're not going to fake a bunch of stuff. You're telling the story and you're telling it right. And they did not give them guys a choice. And
remember this. Let's go back to that part of it. Remember this. Ambassador Stevens on multiple occasions sent emails and calls and everything he could to the State House, to Hillary Clinton, and said, listen, we need to beef up security. Something is, we're getting a lot of chatter. Something is going to go wrong. We believe there's going to be an attack imminent. He actually said this.
Mm-hmm.
And
what came of it?
Not a damn thing.
Exactly.
And even when the attack was happening, they said, listen, this is serious. We need your help. We need help now. They were on the radios. They were doing sat phones, everything, saying, listen, we are under attack, and we are under attack by a large enemy force.
Right.
We need help. And help was not far away, and they would not release them. They had stand-down orders, and that's where me and several others got into a huge argument about that. There was no stand-down orders. You guys are making it up. All you Republicans and and they calling us cons, kept saying cons and con artists and stuff like that. Like, no, you don't understand. I was like, I've read the when they released the transcripts, I said, you guys didn't read them. I did. I read it. I watched the video. I watched the testimony. I listened to the likes of Mr. Chris Pirano and the other survivors, and said this actually happened. They got a stand down order. They were told, absolutely not. You're not. You're on your own. And those guys basically made it up in their minds. We're not coming home. That's it. We're done.
Yeah, and
we're going to fight to the last man, to the last bullet, to the last to the last bayonet, whatever we can. We'll show them how we fight, but this is it.
Yeah, and I watched several interviews. A lot of interviews with them guys that have been done with Sean Hannity and Andrew Wilkow. Several different interviews with them guys, and every single one of them was like, they screwed up. And not only that, but these guys, I want you to understand the scope of this. These guys risked a lot to do what they did. I mean, they disobeyed a direct order. They could have been held accountable. They could have gone to prison for this, and not to mention, risking their own lives because they were doing it alone. No other support was coming. No air support, which they could have had.
Yeah, they didn't even have to fire. Like what I'm said, they didn't even have to fire. All they had to do was do a couple loud flyovers, and this probably would have cleared out.
Yeah,
they didn't have to drop bombs, fire rockets or missiles or do anything. All they had to do was fly by, and this may have been the outcome may have been different.
Yeah, and it could have put the whole thing at rest because they would have known that yes, we're paying attention to what you guys are doing. Keep it up, and we're going to send people. And like you said, it very easily could have went, gone at that point. But no, they left him out to dry. And again, this is, I don't care about the conspiracy theory crap with what the ambassador was doing, anything that may have been going on, because honestly, none of that matters. You still had people that were putting their lives on the line, risking prison, risking a lot, their jobs, everything to do what was right. And you had the left, you had,
Yeah, it was security forces versus CIA, and CIA kept telling them to stand down, until it really started to get ugly, and then the guy just, one of them just looked at him and said, "Listen, you're in my world now.
Right.
This is what we do." And he went and, they went and kicked some ass.
What them guys said was the same thing that Bert said in I Am the Machine.
Yeah. I am the machine. Tonight
Fuck
you
that
drink with
bitch.
us.
This is Russia.
What'd you just say?
You heard me. I ain't repeating it.
Now how come I can't say it, but you can?
That was one.
Who fucking cares?
See, there you go. You said it. Now hush. I was quoting somebody else. It wasn't my word. I was quoting somebody else. Yeah, this is Russia. But that's what them guys said. It's like, no, we're not following by your rules. We're here. We're doing what's right. And they risked and they sacrificed, and not all of them made it home.
No. And they were, the more I think about it, the more angry I become. Even after all this time, I mean, I still get angry, from 2000, from the attacks of 2001.
Yeah.
I literally wake up, every September 11th with a chip on my shoulder. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. And not only that, and here's the thing that I don't know about you, but the thing that irritates me more than anything is the lack of accountability. Everybody likes to talk about white privilege this and white privilege that and male privilege and yada, yada, blah, blah. It ticks me off. It's not white privilege. It's political privilege. That woman has been caught doing more illegal crap than anybody in modern history that I could even think of. The Clintons in general has
cockroaches.
Huh?
No, personal thought. Cockroaches.
Yeah. Where's the accountability?
There never will be.
Where is the prison time for her? That woman has gone as far as to commit treason, and she's yet to been drawn and quartered and hung in the square, because that, at one point in time, was what they did with treason.
U.S. Title Code 18793.
Oh, go for it. Rock it.
You know what that is? That's the communications with her emails and stuff like that, which directly relates to what we're talking about, which is Benghazi. Gross negligence. She committed gross negligence.
And here's a point I want to make about that gross negligence. When dealing with President Trump's obstruction, there's an intent clause in there. Sorry about the plosive. There's an intent clause in there. Intent matters with obstruction.
Yeah, I'm
classified information.
I'm actually bringing up Cornell law right now. So
okay, but in classified information, there is no intent. In fact, her intent was to do something illegal. She was the kid caught in a cookie jar. She destroyed evidence. She destroyed hard drives. What, you mean wiping it down with a cloth?
Yeah, all of us would have been in prison.
Yeah.
Instantly for that.
And people within the same time frame who did so much less got put in prison, lost of rank, loss of everything for doing far less than what she did within the same time frame. Where's the accountability? And I tell you what, there's a lot of stuff that has gone on.
I mean,
and
private server. That's all you got to keep saying is private server.
Yeah, which was, one, illegal as well. Just her having a private server and using that email to do business,
right,
is breaking the law.
And remember, like I said, U.S. Title Code 18, Section 793, gathering, transmitting, or losing defense information. Whoever lawfully having possession or access to control over, or being entrusted with any document, writing, code book, signal book, sketch, photograph, photographic negative, blueprint, plan, model, instrument, appliance, or note relating to the national defense or information related to the national defense, which they love run-on sentences, which information the possessor has reason to believe could be used to the injury of the United States or to the advantage of any foreign nation, willfully communicates, delivers, transmits, or causes to be communicated, delivered, or transmitted, or attempts to communicate, deliver, or transmit, cause to be communicated, delivered or transmitted to any person not entitled to receive it, or willfully retains the same and fails to deliver it on demand to the office or employee of the United States. I'm sorry, this just keeps running. But anyhow, basically what it's saying is you just committed a serious offense. They shall be fined under this title code or imprisoned not more than 10 years or both. And we are still waiting to this day to see that happen. Even during the whole media debacle, which became the Clinton file, basically I call them the Clinton files.
Yeah.
She rubbed it off, like you said, just scrubbed it off like, oh, it's nothing. It's nothing. This ain't shit. I'm sorry.
And not only that, guys, I want to point this out too. Regardless of the classified information, which is bad enough, the whole fact that she was using a private server
to do government business
is
against Section 793.
Is against the law.
Yeah.
That's a huge no-no. And everybody knew that she was doing it. The entire administration knew what she was doing, knew that she was breaking the law, and nobody did nothing. Meaning, from the lowest of the low to the highest of the high, up to and including President Barack Obama himself, was still breaking the law because they used and communicated to her through that private email, breaking the law.
Right.
You guys didn't realize that, did you? Yes, Barack Obama, President of the United States of America, during his presidency, broke the law by communicating with Hillary Clinton through her private email. Has anybody in that administration been held accountable? No.
But they're sure trying with this one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're making up stuff that's not there. And,
right.
Basically making mountains out of molehills, but.
But that's my biggest irk with a lot of this crap. Lack of accountability. Nothing's getting done. And here's the thing, guys, all right? One, laws don't mean anything if you don't apply them. They're supposed to be applied equally. Isn't that what the Constitution says? Laws are supposed to apply equally across the books. Privilege, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but privilege means you operate under a different set of guidelines. You operate under a different set of rules. This rule doesn't apply to me because I'm special, but they apply to you. That's what privilege is. Operating under a different set of laws. That's what you have whenever you're talking with politicians in politics. A different set of rules. They don't have to operate within the guidelines that we do. And guess what? Our Constitution was designed in such a way that they are not special. They are not supposed to be held above anybody else, but yet...
Which is why the progressives love to try to change everything about the Constitution so that way they don't have to be held accountable.
Mm-hmm. And that's why they write exemptions into laws for themselves.
Too big to fail, right?
Right. But that's why they write these exemptions into there, like Obamacare. If it's so great and wonderful, why isn't Barack Obama using Obamacare? It's his plan, but yet he exempted himself from it. And all of Congress exempted themselves from it. And it's like, ridiculous.
And yes, all of this actually does tie into 9/11 in one way or another.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Because it's the lack of accountability. It's the rules are being broken, but yet they're so special that if you don't hold them accountable, laws don't mean nothing, and you're never going to get change. That's my point. You got to hold these people accountable. And going on with, an awesome, wonderful, and amazing man who passed away this year, not that terribly long ago. Charlie Daniels. Yeah.
What?
Charlie Daniels? Charlie, what the heck's his name?
Oh, dear God.
The whole Benghazi never forget. That's one of the things that he put in his Twitter feed all the time. Yeah, Charlie Daniels. Yeah. I don't care that you don't like him because he's country. Whatever.
No, I'm just thinking like how you butchered it. As you were, carry on.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, okay, good.
Everything's good.
That's right. Nothing. Never forget. What?
None.
What?
You didn't see it? You don't need to know it.
Oh, now I want to watch.
Well, you shouldn't be.
Why not?
You should be paying attention to everybody else. Not
I
me.
am paying attention.
I mean, I know I'm beautiful, but you shouldn't be looking this way.
Nice.
Sneaky, huh?
Yeah, that was. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I hate it whenever it does that. All right, guys. Behave over there.
I'm not doing anything.
You was. All right, you got anything else to add? Can't see that on camera.
Well, besides the fact, when we say, never forget, that doesn't just mean, I'm gonna ram this point home as many times as I can. This doesn't mean just 2001. It means 2012 as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You think that was just a coincidence that they chose that date to start the attack?
Yeah, it wasn't a coincidence. Not a coincidence at all.
Nope.
All right, guys, that is all we have got for you today. Do you have anything else to add? Anything like that? Things? Ooh.
No, wait, we got something else.
Dave says, great show, frustrating, and appreciate it, Dave, and you are right. This stuff is definitely frustrating.
Beyond frustrating.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, I thank y'all for tuning in and checking it out today. Tomorrow's show, same bat time, same bat channel.
Well, you know what? Before we do take off, I do want to say something.
What's that?
When we mentioned earlier about being good to your fellow man, how about some people try this? How about not just be good to your fellow man, but you don't have to. And we know people like this. You don't have to advertise that you're doing something good for somebody. Just do something.
Right.
It doesn't. It's not. You don't need to use it as a political ploy or anything else like that. Or hey, look at me.
Yeah,
Just
post it on Facebook. Hey, look at me. Look what I did. Yay.
Yeah. We don't do the things that we do because we want praise for them. We don't do things that we need. That we do for, the wow factor. I mean, look at what I've done. There's things that, any of us, at least the two of us in this room that I know of, that have done for other people that nobody will ever know about because we don't talk about it. We just do it because it needs to be done because it's right. So my challenge to you is to do the exact same thing. Do random acts of kindness. Help out your friends. Help out your family. Help out a perfect stranger. But don't jump on don't jump on your page with a photo and be like, look at what I did today. Don't do that crap. Just be a decent human being for once. That's my challenge to you. Is just be a decent human being and do things for people without getting recognition for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, I thank y'all for tuning in. You all have yourself a wonderful evening. Good night. Sleep tight. And if the bed bugs bite, well, by golly, bite them back. This has been the HoHo Show. For more information, you can head to thehohoshow.com. And for the merchandise store, you can head on over to stinkpickle.com. That is STINKPIKLE.com. Until next time.